All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams make... All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. Watch. Hey, slow-mo. 36 to Mike.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
No. Off.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Okay, baby,
well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now a give, right side. Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Let's go.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
No, 36. Live. That's it. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Jackson now to throw again. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 23 yards the pickup there.
Let's go.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
You must be drinking.
Here's Hines. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Taking it in from the 20, and the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Let's go, let's go. Ready. 15 Lonnie.
Here we go. Tight right.
66. Bullet. Half.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The tackle there by George Odom.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
22. Jet.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 70 ending. Choose the mic. Watch the flag.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 55 yards. From the red zone, here's a Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10.
Rotate, 35. Mike, 36. Here we go, here we go. Kill. Check. Check hot route. Check.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Let's go, boys.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
And going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
60 yards. The mic. All day. Get along. West. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Mike, 40. Hey, go. Check. On the ball. Switch. 61. Match box. Right. Zoom. Check 26. Shift. Watch go.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson, incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking for kick. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, 42 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
To win. Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Jones, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run it with Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Get ready.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Check, crunch, crunch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 24. Yeah.
Check 4.
Let it go.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way. It appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one, looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls.
This is Jones.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Pick it up.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You remember me? You remember me?
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack left, baby.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Under crunch. Under crunch.
Echo. Watch the
Here's Jackson to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Keep playing hard.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Jackson.
I'm coming.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
That's how we do
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Check. Hey, Fresno.
Check. Watch. Go. Ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Hot 7.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, wide open receiver complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set, hut, sit. Now they will fix the mic. Extreme. 18. Check.
Now Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Go. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Go. Let's go.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Play action. It's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10.
You can't block me.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in week 1. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on third. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Fast. 66, bullet, high. Delta. Yes.
Mike, 36.
Hey. Shut up.
Jackson gonna throw again. Caught. It's Wilson. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Check 56. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. But it's going to be second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
22, Jet,
Now it's Hines. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
16-yard line.
Hey, ready? Check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Watch out. Tighten up.
Here's Carson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
It's my boy.
Chris Carson, already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Murray.
They're running in.
Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
58.
1st down, Murray.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
And connecting here with DJ Shark. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 53. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And oh, look at that, a diving catch.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
1st down there on a pickup of 25.
On the ready.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now Jones. And that time. The tackle by Malik Hooker.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check three. Check that.
2nd down. Murray sets to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic. Get your swerve on.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Under 10.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally different.
This is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it, and
yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he takes it in for a Colts score. Chris Carson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to go down again. Justin Houston. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, It's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. He'll take it at the 42. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Come on, set. Set the plan. Line 36.
Rabbit.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going to come back to you. Kill. Yo, turn it up.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Let's go one more.
He completes it to Wilson. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Jackson on 1st down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Shift. Slam. Check 90.
Now again, right side. Hines. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Back
56.
now in
Mike,
Indianapolis.
56, right there, 56.
It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th.
44.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Murray gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, Murray. He's got his tight end, Oliver. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Murray. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check, check, check.
Squeeze. 36, 36. Bravo. Now.
If you kill it, motion me out. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check, check.
From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
High seven, high seven.
To throw is Jackson, able to get away.
Let's get off the field.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, it's Carson, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You don't want no problem.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build up.
Just something to build up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throws right side, and that's complete. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got it. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tyler Lockett, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get them one closer. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Down. 10, touchdown. 44 is the mic. Let's go.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Colts, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.